Okay guys, welcome back to the shop. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and leave me a comment if you like this video. So it's been a while and I'm going to be working on my car. My Genesis is finally in the shop again. I'm going to do something simple today, but I'll give you a sneak peek on what is coming. Some big stuff. Excited. Yeah, so today we are doing struts. I've already done the passenger side, just like I do on all of them. I get a heads up to give you the easiest way to change them. And they're not hard to change. Not really. Even with, so say even if you wanted to upgrade to some high performance coilovers, still not very hard. But you will have to get an alignment after, and that will be in the works once I am done messing around with the rest of the car. Then I'll get an alignment once I get my rims and tires, and yes, I'm getting new rims and better tires. So it is warm here and I'm pooped. It's been a long day. Oh, if you guys notice that it's a little brighter in here, the whole shop is now LED. Link to that in the corner. How I did it. And it's very easy. The next little bit, and it's probably going to be first before the differential gets into, is this. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek. We have some Brembos. Bought them off eBay. They came from California, I believe. And I will give you a tutorial on how to install Brembos on your Genesis, because I like them. So, easy way to do the struts. Let's get into this. Easy way to do the struts is you have your top nut. You have your top nut that goes through your strut tower. You have this, which connects your end link or your drag link, whichever one you want to call it. And you have a little nut right here, or a little bolt right here, that is for your brake flex line. And then obviously your two bolts for the strut itself. So, easy way to do this is get a secondary, well, number one, get it on jack and jack stands. And if you leave your jack in like I have, just because of the situation, I have a secondary jack. Put the secondary jack underneath the control arm and just put it to the point where it's snug and leave it. We'll get to that. So let's get into this. Okay, so as you can see, the strut is leaking. That is why I am replacing it. So, like I said, you have your brake line, which is a 12mm socket. Take that one off. Check the nuts. Then we get to use some air. Sorry about the lighting. The lighting is not exactly well, I'm on the ground, so it is what it is. That is for your end link, or your drag link, whichever way you want to call it. There goes that one. 19, oh yeah, 19 nut. 18 head. We're doing smaller. Alright. So what we're going to do at this point, we're going to leave these in. And then loosen the top. Well, loosen it right off. And then that way, this won't just like bounce around and shock you. So let's go loosen the top and drop the strut. Alright, final thing to get this thing out is to loosen off the middle nut. Oh, 17 mil socket, and I like to do this by hand. Nuts, and there is a washer, I believe. Okay. Alright, so this part, we get to drop our jack down. If I can find that there. Nice. So let the spring decompress, and we're good to go. It's a safer way of doing it. Now we can take the bolts out, if we can. Love tap those babies out. Yep. Okay, so I did not film putting this back in. Because it was a pain in the ass to do, so I didn't. So just for comparison, so this is the crappy shock or strut. Look how easy it goes down, and it doesn't come back up. No good. So that's garbaggio. So what you got to do when you do this is the dust boot. There is a little thing there that needs to get transferred. There is a spring cushion right here that's got to get transferred. There's a spring cushion on the top that's got to get transferred. And then once you get that all transferred, it's all of putting, because you got to remember your caliper is going to be like, or your rotor is going to be like falling down pretty much. So you start with the bottom bolt. You just get it to mount in, and then you try to line everything up properly, and then push the top part of the rotor so that you can get the top bolt in while everything's still somewhat lined up. And after that, it's pretty much put the jack back under it. Jack it slowly while you guide it up top. Once you get enough threads up top, you start screwing it down and tighten everything in, and that's pretty much it. Put your drag link back on, put your brake line back on, tighten these suckers back on, put your tire back on, you're done. So yeah, that's nothing to it, really. Okay, so job is done. Kind of bummed that I didn't get to film it just because of the situation of how cramped it was to get the lighting, to get the right angle without my arm in the way. So you get the gist, I'm hoping. It's not hard. That one took me, with filming, probably about an hour-ish to do. The hardest part is to get everything together installed. So once you get that first bolt on the bottom of the spindle, it's not that bad. It's just lining it up and then tilting the rotor at the same time. Again, I couldn't film it because you wouldn't be able to see anything. All you see is like my leg or my arm or something. So you have to. It's not hard. If you have some sort of mechanical skills, it's not hard. It's not hard at all. So both struts are now done. That one was the worst. The one I replaced yesterday was bad. It was starting to go, but it's not like that one. Like that one, it's still compressed. It hasn't come up. So that is it for here, for the shop. It's been a long time since I did a Genesis, and the struts are done. Next will be probably brakes. Put some nice Brembos on it. Give you the process of how to put them on. I've already mocked them up on the fronts. The fronts go on no problem. Not an issue. I've been hearing the backs, you have to trim the dust plate, which, again, not a big deal. So, I'm gonna take the car for a toot. I'm hungry and I need to drive it and see how it handles. So that's it from the shop. Hope you like it. If you want to see anything else, leave a comment in the bottom as far as what you want me to do. I'm not running out of ideas, it's just I don't want to make videos that nobody wants to watch. I've had a few of them that just totally underperformed, so I want to make videos that people want to watch. So that's it. Subscribe, like it, who knows, and I will talk to you next time.